and welcome along to oneWAYfootball's the Big Prem Podcast. A bit different today, as we're not all in the studio. No sign of Sarvi anyway. Still, he's doing a Harry Kane, isn't he? He's taking a long vacation.
He's like one of them, like a fever dream where you feel like you made him up.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But the show must go on. Adam couldn't be with us today because you've had your second jab, haven't you?
Yeah, I feel like crap.
Yeah, and apparently when you do have this jab thing, it knocks you for six, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, some people are all right with it, but I think it just depends on the person, doesn't it, really? But yeah, it's...
but the main thing is now you've got it, so you're immune to this virus.
Yeah, hopefully it won't kill me if I ever catch it, so that's what's important, isn't it?
Yeah. Lots to talk about. We're going to go through all the games over the weekend, and I'm a happy chappy. I mean, I should be. I mean, Arsenal got a win last night. I thought maybe we was going to, Arteta might be in some big trouble.
Well, it's a good thing if he stays in the job.
I don't know. We'll get to that bit anyway. We're also going to be doing embarrassment of the week. We did have something else planned up. We were going to have like a little new segment, but I don't want to give too much away because it is going to be fun doing it, I think.
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah, we'll save that for next time. We're going to do embarrassment of the week. I think we should bring back the cock womble as well because we haven't given a cock womble to anyone. Really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So...
what we do this week, yeah?
Yeah, we'll give it to someone. And also we're going to be doing our predictions as well. I still need to go through them. I've not been through them. I've literally not been through them. I know that I got one right, and that was that 5-0 one. So I remember I went really mad on it, didn't I? And I said, 5-0.
I feel like I got one right as well, but I can't.
You probably have,
remember.
To be fair. You probably have. It might be in the Leeds Everton one, 2-2.
Yeah, I think it might be that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, who knows?
Right, so kicking off over the weekend, the first game was Liverpool versus Burnley. A nice little easy win for you there, 2-0. Was it easy? Did you watch the game?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was easy.
Yeah.
Like there's who else was it? I think Klopp obviously had a bit of the complaints about them letting the play go on when it's like a 50-50 and stuff like that. Burnley were ripping the shit out of some of the Liverpool players in that match. So
yeah, because obviously you had a goal disallowed as well, weren't it? It was just offside, weren't it?
Yeah.
And is that the first time VAR has been called into action, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's been another time, but
I don't know. I've not seen all the games, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Obviously, get that right. So,
but thinking about it now, Liverpool I reckon they're going to be contenders. I mean, we're going to get to United, but I thought that United were going to be up there. But looking at how they played against Southampton, it was just a bit. Now I'm kind of go back on my word a bit.
I think we'll talk about them when we get to them. But I would say but even looking like at our bench and stuff like that, like I feel like obviously a lot of the players who were on bad form last season or were injured last season, obviously we've got all them back now, so we're kind of firing on all cylinders at the moment.
Yeah,
obviously forbid we actually get any injuries. So yeah, it's good. We're in a good spot. I'd say next week's going to be the first real challenge though for seeing where we actually do end up in the league. Yeah. So we've got Chelsea.
Have you got Chelsea when you've got Chelsea next?
Next.
We've got Chelsea this weekend. Oh God.
Oh, I thought we had them.
No, we've got them on Saturday's first game.
I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
Full life for me, remember.
But talking about City, massive win for them, 5-0 against Norwich. Norwich same as Arsenal as well. No goals on the sheet. What can we say about Norwich? Are they maybe a contender to go down? Maybe.
I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to judge them until they've got some of the tougher fixtures out the way, because obviously they started with us. Not an easy team to start off against. They've got, God, who is it they've got next? They've got Leicester next as well. So I don't think you could judge them off that too harshly. Maybe Arsenal they've got after that, and then obviously Watford. So I think that'll be when you can kind of actually tell where they're at. They've got a few players who used to be in the Premier League as well still. So I don't know. It's too soon to judge them, I think.
Yeah. But City they're going to be title contenders, aren't they? Definitely. They've got to be up there. So I think it might be between Liverpool and City now. I know United have strengthened their squad and so have Chelsea. Chelsea could still be up there, but I do think that you two are going to be battling it out maybe this season.
Personally, I think it's probably going to be between Man City and Chelsea. I think they've both got good coaches that can grind out the results, when it gets to the nitty-gritty bits of the season where the squads start getting thinner and stuff like that. I think they've got the right kind of ability to pull the team through that sort of stage. So
yeah,
I wouldn't say we're favourites. I'd say it's got to be between City and Chelsea. Okay.
But I mean, what's that? 2 out of 2 for Liverpool anyway. So that's the main thing, what you got to be thinking of. Going to Leeds United versus Everton. I knew this was going to be a tough game for both teams anyway, because they are that standard, aren't they? They're a mid-table team. They're both fighting for the top 10, let's say, positions.
Yeah. I mean, they're both at 2 different points, I would say, though, because you ask a Leeds fan, they're on a bit of an upwards trajectory. They've obviously had a blinder of a season last season. They've not really. I think they've only made a few signings. They've not really made any kind of big steps into the thingy, but they're on an upwards thingy. I would say. For them to Everton.
Oh yeah.
The other way. It's the other way, isn't it? So.
Yeah. But saying that, speaking to a couple of Leeds fans last night when I was watching the game, they said they're happy. If they get mid-table, they're just happy to stay up at the moment. They know that they've got this attacking football, but as long as they stay up, they're happy. That's their achievement for them.
That's what I mean. Where it's obviously it's a 2-2 draw, but on both sides of the coin, you've got obviously Leeds fans are going to be, content with a point because that's their aim for the season is just to stay in the Premier League, obviously still, and obviously try and improve on last year's results. Whereas Everton want European football, don't they? So
Leeds have got the go-ahead as well to build a new stadium as well, because the land that they've got, they've just paid it off or something now. So that's a big thing for them as well, having that push for a new stadium. Their stadium's good anyway, I think. Leeds.
Yeah, it's.
I think the problem with stadiums at the moment is but these new grounds, they have a track around them, so you're not as close to the pitch as you was before.
Yeah, I mean it depends on the stadiums and that though, doesn't it? Because Middlesbrough have got a relatively new stadium, and I don't think they've got an athletic.
No,
they don't have an athletic track, do they? No, they don't.
No. Who was that? Your PA?
Yeah.
Moving on, Crystal Palace versus Brentford, 0-0. Not much in that match. Patrick Vieira at Crystal Palace. Do you think he'll do well? Is he going to be just another Arteta, or? I
mean, what's he done in the past? Because I don't really know much about him.
I mean, if he was to come to Arsenal's manager, I'd hate it. I'd hate any. Because he's a legend at Arsenal, and I don't want to fall out with them legends. I mean, Arteta's all right. It's whatever. He came into the club and he played, but he never won any major things for us. Do you know what I mean? A couple of FA Cups, that was it. But, if we were to have Patrick Vieira or even Lundberg, when he took over for just a little bit, it is a bit oh, no, I can't fall out with this person.
Here we go again.
Yeah, but I don't want to fall out with him. Do you know what I mean? But Vieira at Crystal Palace, maybe that's a good shout.
He just I don't know. I feel obviously he's not been there very long, but I feel obviously Palace should be winning against Brentford, shouldn't they? They only had one real opportunity in the first 10 minutes, and then apart from that, it's just
it's
boring 0-0.
Brentford had 14 shots, and Crystal Palace had 7. Half the shots, man. Brentford, it seems like they're doing well. I mean, to get a point there, to get 3 points at us.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's refreshing to see a team that I can't even remember last time they were in. Have they ever been in?
I'm not sure.
See,
they might have been in the first division, but
years but it's ago. Nice to see them in the league, obviously, because it's a different badge.
Yeah,
nice bumblebee to look at, isn't it?
They're our new rivals now. Aston Villa took on Newcastle United. Newcastle still down there as well, no points on the board. Is it just same old Newcastle? Or do you think they'll go down?
Yeah, it's. To be honest, they've got to be on the shortlist to kind of be one of the teams that'll be fighting for relegation, because they've not really made any massive improvements to their squad. Their manager's not the best either, so
yeah,
very experienced, but that's about it. I mean, you don't see them kind of making them strides, to try and improve themselves. Like you see, obviously Everton tried to obviously inject a lot of cash into their squad, and they did improve. They tried to get Ancelotti and stuff like that, but you never see Newcastle trying to make those kind of decisions to obviously make the team bigger, do you? You just see them sitting in the Premier League, happy to...
I mean, for Rafa to leave, though, Newcastle, he brought him back up, didn't he? So... Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. I mean, they've had bad business with their owners for a long time now, haven't they? Anyway, so
yeah, I think it was something to do with basically, obviously, Rafa wanted his team and he wanted to do it his way, and I don't think Newcastle would let him use the funds. If you actually look at the transfer market website, if you actually look at teams that are most funded by their owners, obviously you'll see Man City and Chelsea are up at the top by a country mile. But Newcastle haven't received any investment from their owner for yonks. Like I could bring it up now and look up what it was, but I do remember looking at, I think it was about 7 seasons and something like that, and they were still near enough around the bottom.
So they kind of need their...
they need investment. And they're just not going to get it.
Our eastern countries to just step in a bit. Yeah,
but I don't think City and that would even allow it now. They want to have their cake and eat it, don't they?
So. Yeah. Brighton took on Watford. 2-0 Brighton. Brighton looking good. I don't know. Neil Maupay, is it? How do you say his name? Maupay, is it?
Maupay.
Maupay, yeah. He's looking good as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
I've got him on my dream team. I had to swap him around. I had Rodrigo for Leeds, and he's not even coming on.
Shane Duffy though, he's been playing brilliantly for them. I think what was it, an assist last match as well, and obviously a goal in this match. So he's been brilliant for them. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, I like them though.
Brighton are in that top 4.
I know. It's a weird looking league at the minute, isn't
it? But like I said to some people, I love watching Brighton play. They do play some good football, to be fair.
They do. Yeah.
And it's nice to see them staying up. Moving on. Go on. Sorry, mate. Go on.
I definitely think that they're not going to be relegation fodder this season, to be honest. I think they'll do all right. So
where did they finish last season? Was it just above relegation? I'm not sure.
Yeah, 1 or 2 places I think it was. Yeah. They really struggled. They did okay, obviously, with regards to controlling the game and getting shots off and that, but they just couldn't finish. That was their issue.
Yeah, of course. Moving on to Sunday, Wolves took on Tottenham. Tottenham won. Their man down the road doing a thing.
Yeah,
Kane's decided
as well.
Yeah, that Kane's decided he's going to stay. So now a lot of these Tottenham supporters that said before, "Oh, no one's bigger than the club," are now all saying, "Yeah, he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Always be one of our own." And
wait till next season. Wait till the next transfer window.
It just seems to me, right, after all this speculation about it and all this hype about him leaving and he's going to United, he's going to City, and then it just turns out, oh no, I'm staying now. So,
to be fair, though,
in the back of your head what you want to do.
Yeah, no, but I don't think it's anything to do with what he wanted or didn't want to do. It was Daniel Levy standing his ground and holding him to his contract, as he should.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, he's got every right to, hasn't he? Like,
yeah, but he's got. I think they've opened negotiations again, and Harry Kane's after a wage increase at Tottenham. So.
Wouldn't surprise me. He's a goal scorer at the end of the day, and he scores goals for him anyway.
Yeah.
But the problem is with Kane, I feel like I hate these players that don't turn up for their opening matches, or because they think they have the right to extend their holidays when they want. I'm sorry, but if you're working in a place, any establishment, you turn around to your boss and say, "Oh no, I'm taking more time off." No, you get back here, or you get them sacked.
Apparently that was an agreement that was already in place, but I think the media just speculated on it. I think he was allowed to have that time off.
Yeah.
But obviously with the rumours swirling about Man City, and then obviously the trading begins and he's not there, I think it's just an interesting story for the Sun and all them.
It is an interesting
to make up
story.
For clicks, isn't it?
It is an interesting story, but it's getting a bit ridiculous now with all the how much power the players have towards managers. And I was speaking to a couple of Arsenal fans last night, and we were talking about the whole Granit Xhaka thing. And now he's back and he's just got a new contract for 4 years, but we've been trying to get rid of him. And that time he took his armband off, threw it on the floor and told everyone to shut up in the crowd because we were 2-0 down and he was slowly walking off the pitch. And then the Kepa situation as well from Chelsea, do you remember when he was trying to get him off? And he was just going, no, I'm staying on.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? That's developed with football. Like the players have so much power now, don't they?
Yeah.
Even compared to the manager and stuff. And it's just the way. I think with COVID and stuff like that, and it's probably even the playing field a bit though, because obviously you've got Daniel Levy who stopped Kane from leaving. There's all this squabbling with all the FAs at the minute with the international games as well. So
it is what it is, isn't it?
Crazy power balance.
I've got a little treat for you, mate.
Okay.
Southampton 1, Man United 1. I can't hear you. Your mic's gone. I can't hear you. It's gone. Like I can slightly hear you, but.
Can you hear me now?
No, it's gone off. Like it wouldn't be the Big Prem Podcast without a bit of technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now?
That's it. Yeah, I got you now. I got you back on now.
Oh, I wonder what happened there.
I've got to hear you now. Yeah. So Man United, they go to Southampton. And Rick said to me, he was like, "Oh, I've put it was 25-1 for him to put on. I think it was like 4-0 or something like that." And I said, "Southampton will score." I went, "Southampton will score." I went, "Let's look at their last game. They scored. They lost, but they scored." I went, "They're at home. They're looking good at home."
They're a decent little team, Southampton, though. I know they had a little bit of a rocky end of last season, but they were flying at one point last season, weren't they? So
it was an own goal, though, to be fair. But
don't matter. It still counts, doesn't it?
Armstrong's looking good, isn't he? I think that they were. I was getting a bit worried for him because obviously Ings was their top boy, but Armstrong replacing him, I think he's a good prospect to have for the future at Southampton.
I mean, can Arsenal take a little victory there as well? Because Theo Walcott played, didn't he?
Yeah. Another player that we got rid of for no reason.
Yeah.
But can you see United challenging, or do you just think they're just going to get this top 4?
I mean, if they're going to drop points in these sort of games, then I think it's just going to be a Europa League kind of deal, isn't it? But you can't say they don't have the players, can you? So they can definitely try and push for it. But yeah, if they drop points against teams like Southampton, then they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because Man City and Chelsea are teams that won't be dropping points against these sort of teams.
Yeah. Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of, you know what? I wasn't even phased by it because I boosted myself up so much throughout the whole day that Chelsea was probably going to wipe the floor of us like 4-0 or 5-0. So 2-0 for me. I was like, oh well, it happens, doesn't it? You know, what we've got, our biggest threat is City game next, and I think if we lose that, and then we've got Norwich, even if we get a draw out of Norwich, I think he's got to go, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it depends how badly you lose to Man City. Obviously, that'll be a big thing about it. But yeah, if you lose against Norwich, then he's got to go, doesn't he? But it's one of them. There's no quick fix. The signings are terrible. They've not made any impact, have they?
140 million, and we've got the same team we did, apart from 3 players, and 3 of the players are like, you know, the young players.
I know. Was it last season you spent, I think, 70 million, and then the season before that you actually spent 140 million as well. So there's nothing to show for it. No,
it's really bad. I mean, yeah, okay, we got that win in the cup game. Cup games is so different anyway. And West Brom, they need to concentrate on their league. So they had a lot of kids out last night anyway.
Yeah, they put out a youth team essentially, didn't they? So.
Yeah. So you can't really judge that on it. All right, okay, it's going to boost the morale for all the Arsenal players that played, because he did have a strong squad out there anyway.
But
Aubameyang to get that contract, that hat trick. Sorry, he needs to get them goals, start doing more like that, because he signed a big contract, and when you don't see like the work going into it, you start to question.
Yeah. I mean, that might help him obviously get fired in the league and stuff like that. But
so many like fans yesterday were coming over to me, like Leeds supporters and that, and going, it is bad to see Arsenal have to like see him where they are at the moment, because they can play good football if they put their heads to it, but he has no control over it.
Well, like obviously years and years ago, they were kind of known as basically like the Barcelona of the league, with how they used to play. Like they used to play tiki-taka, fast-paced football, and now it's just
gone, isn't it? It's really bad to see anyway. Like, I mean, Leicester have totally taken our spot in that top 6 now. I wouldn't call us a top 6 team now. No way.
I mean, obviously you can get back up there, and if there's any team that can, it's probably Arsenal, isn't it? So it's not all lost. Let's give it a few years.
It's going to be a long season, I think. And to be fair, Matt, I would drop us down to maybe 9th. Like, 8th for 2 seasons. I reckon we're going to slowly keep dropping down until we get it right, or until we get the right person that can control the team. But I don't want to keep talking about Arsenal because it's pissing me off. I'm gonna move on to Chelsea, right? So Chelsea in that game, Lukaku, he looks good. Then do you think he'll be maybe a contender for the Golden Boot this season?
Yeah, I think obviously if the rumours are right as well about what's swirling around at the minute with Ronaldo to Man City, it's going to be a proper battle for who gets that Golden Boot this season, isn't it? Because you've got Harry Kane, Lukaku, Salah. Yeah. About 5 different people.
Fernandes, I think he'll do well this season though, Fernandes, without taking any penalties.
Yeah, I think with the Golden Boot, penalties shouldn't count, to be honest.
No,
just don't think. I think it needs to be an open game.
Yeah. So right, and then Monday, top of the table leaders, West Ham 4, Leicester 1. It's weird, isn't it? But here, guys, if you want, put a bet on Arsenal to get relegated, West Ham to win the league. You'll be a millionaire.
Wonder what the odds are now, because we checked the other week, didn't we? It was 33-1.
Yeah.
So shall I check now?
Oh, God. But West Ham are looking good, and there was speculation of in the air that Arsenal were in for Antonio. I'd take Antonio any day. He's a beast, and he's scoring goals.
He was brilliant last time, wasn't he?
Yeah. Obviously, he scored two against Leicester.
So sorry, I've just got the odds here. So at the beginning of the season, it was 33-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst odds is Bet365, 25-1. Oh no, Paddy Power's got it 22-1.
Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, carry on.
At least we're not even money, I suppose. So West Ham, they are looking good. I wouldn't even draw them out of a top 4 position this season if they carry on doing that.
Yeah, they've got a good team as well, though. If you look at the teams they're putting out on that, they've got a nice little team around them, don't they? So what is it? Ben Rama, Souček, Rice.
And they don't even. And it goes to show that they were like, "Oh, we couldn't keep Lingard," but they don't need him.
I mean, it'd do him well, wouldn't it? Because he's obviously shown that he plays well with whatever that system is that they play. So it's not going to hurt him to not have him. So
and Leicester as well. Maybe Europa League this season.
Yeah.
Maybe 7th.
I think it might just be the same as last season. Like they do well. They've got a nice little team and that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just going to be the fixture schedule that'll just get them by the end of the season.
Yeah. Right. So that was all the games just gone. We will be getting extra time up soon because obviously you got some cup games on, but they're more to do with the Europa League and Champions League, FA Cup and that. No one really cares about the Mickey Mouse Cups. Unless Arsenal win it, then I'll be like saying it's a trophy.
Yeah. But adding that to the trophy list.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't know who got Burnley in the next round because I was like, I hope it's Liverpool because you'd love to smash them all over, wouldn't you?
No, we got Norwich.
Oh, you got Norwich?
Yeah. They always get Premier League teams. And then Man City get freaking like some team I've never heard of out of the Northern Conference and shit like that every year. It's ridiculous.
Right, so we are going to go to our first little segment, which is the predictions for next week's games. Don't forget as well, you can still join the Fantasy Football League, oneWAYfootball's Fantasy Football League. I will leave the code in the description at the bottom. So there are a few people now keep joining. Obviously, you're going to lose out on points for the last couple of weeks, but you can obviously make that up if you have a good enough team. And also, whoever wins that league, I will be sending them a gift box with OneWAY merchandise, as mugs, T-shirts, a little trophy. But it'll all have your a hat. It'll have the OneWAY football sign and your team as well on it as well. So it's something to go for.
Yeah, just a little bit for everyone there.
Just a bit of promotion. Yeah. Right, guys, run VT. Yes, it is the Big Prem predictions. Like I said, Adam, I really need to go through all these predictions at some point. I'll probably do it over the weekend anyway.
You have to watch the podcast.
I have to watch. I have to actually go to each segment to see what we said. Oh God, take me forever. Right. Okay. So, I'm just going to scroll down to the games. The first game, it would be, wouldn't it? Is Man City versus Arsenal. I'm gonna go. I'm having migraine. I'm gonna go 2-1 City. 2-1 City, yeah.
I'm gonna say 3-0 City.
3-0 City, yeah.
3-0, yeah.
Okay.
4-0 if they get Ronaldo.
Oh no. 7-0. Oh God. Being an Arsenal fan, I know all about them big score lines as well. The 8-2s, the 6-1s, the 5-1s. Yeah, I think you beat
the best of us.
Beginning of last season. No, not beginning of last season, season before. He beat us 5-1. There's me all getting all hyped up for a new season, and you're going back to us 5-1. Norwich versus Leicester City. Adam?
Ooh. I'm going to say 2-1 Leicester.
2-1 Leicester, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go 3-0 Leicester. Newcastle United take on Southampton. I'm going to go... I think Southampton are going to do... I can't see Newcastle getting any points. I think they are going to be bottom of the table, like, to the end of November.
It was a crazy match last year. I'm sure this is when Newcastle started kicking on and...
Possibly.
I'm sure it was this.
I'm going to go 2-1 Southampton. You want to go?
Say 1-0 Newcastle.
1-0 Newcastle. Okay. Brighton take on Everton. Take it away, mate.
2-1. Right.
Are you going for points, or are you going what your heart wants?
I'm just going to make Everton lose. 2-1.
I was speaking to Scott, who's the Liverpool supporter, as you know, and I was going because he was raving on about Burnley. Really wanted Burnley to lose last night, and I was like, what is it with like Liverpool and Burnley? Like Liverpool fans hate Burnley for some reason. I'm just like, I can't put my finger on it. I was like, he's like, I really do hate them. He was like, I hate them like I hate Man United. I was like, do you hate them like you hate Everton? He was like, see, the thing with Everton is they're like the annoying little brother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're not like...
Nah, I proper hate Everton.
Do you?
Yeah, not even the little brother kind of thing. Like, I just don't like them. I don't mind them when they're losing,
Right.
but when they're like snapping out our heels and that, I just wish they would disappear and never exist. So...
Right, okay then. So you went 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-2 again. For that one. Aston Villa take on Brentford. I'm gonna go 2-0 Aston Villa.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 1-0 Aston Villa.
1-0 Aston Villa, yeah. West Ham take on Crystal Palace.
Ooh. 2-0 West Ham.
2-0 West Ham. Okay. Tell you what, when Sarbi does come back, he's going to be missing out on a lot of points.
Well, it depends how many we get right. We might not get any.
And he's still got a forfeit he's got to do.
That's why he's not coming in.
Yeah, that's why. What did we say there? I'm going to say, I'm going to go 3-1 West Ham. Liverpool take on Chelsea. I'll let you go first, mate. This is the game that you thought you had City, but it's Chelsea. So. Oh,
did I say City? Because I meant to say Chelsea. Sorry. Yeah. 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
I have a feeling it's going to be a draw, to be honest. But...
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go 1-1. I think both teams are going to be very defensive in that game.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we're going to move down now to Sunday. Burnley versus Leeds. I'm going to go 2-0 Leeds.
1-0.
1-0, yeah. First draw there, mate. First draw.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tottenham versus Watford.
1-0 Tottenham.
1-0 Tottenham. Yeah. 2-0 Tottenham. Wolves versus Man United. I'm going to say 1-1 again.
Where is it at? Is
that Wolves?
Oh, I'm going to say 1-0 Wolves.
Really, yeah?
Yeah. we can always hope, can't we?
Yeah. And then obviously that is it for the Premier League, because then we go into the World Cup qualifiers. I think that's over 2 weeks. It doesn't even feel like we've started and we're already going into a break.
I know. Honestly, I wish they would just get rid of the international qualifiers and all that crap. Just if you're from the country of Europe, you play in the Euros. If your country is in the world, then you play in the World Cup.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of countries in that, but it's better than this.
Exactly, yeah.
Be a long tournament.
Right, okay, so it is that time where we are going to pick an embarrassment of the week. Run, Viti. Yes, so we have to pick an embarrassment of the week. Last week it was Arsenal because of Brentford. We might have actually got ourselves out of it this time because it's Chelsea. You know, I think they're contenders. They have a good squad. They're not Brentford. They've just come up from the bottom league. Who do you think, Adam? Who do you think? I mean, it could go to United, to be fair.
Yeah, to be honest.
All this hype about them.
Yeah, I was kind of going, who could it actually be? And then the first thing that did pop to my head was Man U.
Yeah.
But then again, it's Southampton, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but I really don't know. I mean, it's a tough one, that one. It's a tough. Norwich losing 5-0.
Yeah, but come on.
I know it's Man City, yeah.
Qatar versus Little Norwich.
I think it's got to be United. I really do. All this hype about them, about all the Sancho and the and that's it now. They're going to be massive title contenders, and then they go and do something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue. If you want to pick Man U, then I'm more than happy for it to be.
I know we've had a bad run with the last 2 games. We've had a really bad start, but okay, we deserve the first embarrassment. But this next one here, we're playing Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? It's the London derby as well. I think it's got to go United, innit?
Yeah, let's go, Man U.
Before we just do this, guys, if you've got any of your own embarrassments that you would have picked, put them out. As you watch now, everyone that hasn't commented like before, they're gonna put down Arsenal.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, United, you are embarrassment of the week. Oh yes. We need to pick a cockwomble now. A cockwomble. I would personally actually give the cockwomble though to Arteta because he just hasn't got a clue. It's just he hasn't got a game plan in the Prem so far. So I would give it to Arteta.
So what about him and all of the backroom staff? Yeah,
Edu and all that lot. Yeah, Arteta and your little groupies, you are cockwomble. So that is all we've got time for on the Big Prem Podcast. Thanks for tuning in and watching the show. Bit different, as we say, because we usually do it in the studio behind me, but we have to work around things because of the situation we're in. I hope you get better, Adam. Glad you've had your vaccinations and that. And hopefully we can get Sabi back on as well once he's finished his vacation and he gets back from Bahamas.
It's like Harry Kane, isn't he?
Yes, He's just off on his holidays, on his jollies, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Oh well, like I say, he's going to miss out on a lot of points. So he's got maybe.
Very true.
And like you say, he's probably he's avoiding that forfeit that will become. Just quickly, on Tuesday we are going to be airing the 1 year anniversary of oneWAYfootball. I am having a party round at my house. I'm going to be interviewing a couple of people that you've seen on the show. I'm going to be doing some one-on-one fan talks online as well. So you have to tune in for that. It's going to be a good day. Are you ready for some scram as well?
Yeah, ready to eat.
Eat and drink. So look out for that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know where it's going to be because it's going to be set somewhere down here somewhere. And give us a smash on that like. Get them likes up. Let's get a couple of likes on there. And don't forget to share all our content. From me and Adam, it's peace up. It's out.
Not the same on your own, is it?
I know, yeah.
One Way Football.